The biblical story of Moses recounts how he, an Israelite born into slavery in Egypt, was saved from a royal decree to kill Hebrew infants, raised in the Pharaoh's palace, and later became God's prophet and the liberator of his people from bondage. After killing an Egyptian taskmaster, he fled to Midian, where God called him from a burning bush to return to Egypt and demand freedom for the enslaved Israelites. God then sent 10 plagues upon Egypt, after which Pharaoh finally allowed the Israelites to leave. Moses famously led the Israelites across the Red Sea on dry ground, and he was later given the 10 Commandments at Mount Sinai. His leadership continued for 40 years of wilderness wandering, guiding his people to the edge of the promised land of Canaan. Moses' birth and childhood, a saving decree. A decree from the Pharaoh ordered the death of all newborn Israelite males due to the growing population of Israelites in Egypt, saved by his mother and sister. To save him, his mother Jochebed placed him in a basket and set him in the Nile River. Adopted by Pharaoh's daughter found him, took pity on the crying baby, and adopted him, raising him in the royal court. Moses' early adult life and call fled Egypt. As an adult, Moses killed an Egyptian overseer who was beating a Hebrew slave. To avoid punishment, he fled to Midian, the burning bush. While living in Midian, God called to Moses from a burning bush, commissioning him to return to Egypt and lead the Israelites out of slavery. Hesitation and Aaron's help. Moses initially hesitated and protested that he was not eloquent, but God promised to send his brother Aaron to be his spokesman and to provide divine help. The exodus from Egypt confronting Pharaoh. Moses and Aaron went to Pharaoh and demanded the release of the Israelite slaves, but Pharaoh refused and even increased their workload. The 10 plagues. God sent a series of 10 plagues upon Egypt, culminating in the death of all the firstborn Egyptian children, the Exodus and the Red Sea. After the final plague, Pharaoh finally agreed to let the Israelites go. As the Israelites left Egypt, Pharaoh changed his mind and pursued them with his army. God then miraculously parted the Red Sea, allowing the Israelites to cross on dry land, while the Egyptian army was drowned when the waters returned. Leadership in the wilderness, the 10 Commandments at Mount Sinai. God gave Moses the 10 Commandments and other laws for the Israelites. 40 years of wandering. Moses led the Israelites through 40 years of wandering in the wilderness, caring for their needs and mediating between them and God, reaching the Promised Land. Moses did not enter the Promised Land of Canaan himself, but guided the people to its border before he died.